Let us work on the latest sample question paper which is issued by CBSE for the session 2023 to 24. Okay, this sample question paper will be available in the CBSE academic website. You can go and download it. Okay, if you don't know how to download the sample question paper, I have provided the separate video for how to download the important question papers and sample question papers and the practice papers, and I have guided you in one video in our channel, so you can go and watch and download the question paper. Okay, so let us see the section A question paper. Section A, the first question. Let us read the first question. Statement true or false. In a Python program, if a break statement is given in a nested loop, it terminates the execution of all the loops in the one go. So while you're working in the break statement in Python, so it will break only the particular loop in which we are working. Okay, it will not break the any other loops other than the break statements loop. Okay, it means that the statement in the nested loop alone will get terminated. Okay, but it will not stop the termination. It will not stop the execution of all the other loops. Okay, once again I'm reading the question. In a Python program, if a break statement is given inside the nested loop, it terminates the execution of all the loops. So they have been given that it will terminate the execution of all the loops, but it will not terminate the execution of all the other loops, but it will terminate only that loop alone. Okay, so the answer is false here. So the next question. In a table in MySQL database, an attribute A of data type varchar20 and which has the value Keshav. The attribute B of data type char of 20 and it has the value of Meenakshi. How many characters are occupied by attribute A and attribute B? So they have been asking these type of questions continuously. So what is the difference between the character data type and varchar data type? So we should know the important difference between the character and varchar data type. So the character data type, which is nothing but a fixed length character data type. For example, if you are giving the fixed length of 20, so it will occupy only 20. Okay, not less than that or not greater than that. But in varchar data type, it is a variable length character data type, so it will count and allocates the memory which is present there. Okay, here the varchar is given as 20 bytes, but it is allocating the given bytes alone. So let us see the value of both the things and we'll compare and find the value of these both. So varchar of 20, so as I have said you, it is allocating only those bytes which is present there in the value. So let us count this Keshav. So the Keshav is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters, right? So the Keshav is having 6 character variable length. So it will occupy only those length alone. Okay, it will occupy the 6 memory space, and character 20, it has the value of Meenakshi, and we can count the Meenakshi, but it will be producing the result as 20 alone, whatever the length, whatever the byte it is. Okay, what is the length of the byte? It is none of matter. So the Meenakshi is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters, but it will not allocate that 9 characters in the memory. Okay, it will allocate only the 20 character, as because the character data type is a fixed length character data type. Okay, so your answer will be option B, 6,20, right? So let us move on to the next question. So what will be the output of the following statement? So this question I have already worked in previous videos. You can go and watch. Okay, refer the previous videos. So I have given the full explanation, so you can go and watch it. So the answer for this is minus 244.0. Question number 4 under the sample question paper. Let us start that. Select the correct output of the code. So see here, they have initialized the string. Okay, they have initialized the string Python is fun in the variable s, and after that they have been splitting by using the split function and storing that data in L. When applying the split function on this s variable will lead to the splitting of the string into values, right? So what is the value of L now? So the L has been splitted now by using the split function. So the now L contains Python, comma, is, comma, fun. So it will be stored in the form of list here. Okay, so next we should index it. Okay, let us index this Python. So this is 0 and this is 1 and this is 2, right? So now the next statement is s_new is equal to dash dot join. So they have used the join function. So why this join function is used? You should join this given symbol here. So the given symbol here, it is dash. Okay, somewhat like a hyphen. So you should join according to the statement which is given here. So see the statement further, L of 0 dot upper. So this upper function will make the small letters into capital letters, right? So L of 0 is Python. So now we are going to convert this Python into capital letters, Python, Python. Next is L of 1. This is your L of 1. You should write as it is because they have not given any functions under that. Then L of 2 dot capitalize. So this capitalize function will make the first letter capitalized. Okay, L of 2 will be getting, first letter will be getting capitalized. All the remainings are the same as which is given there. Now you should join this hyphen in between. So that's it. So what is your answer? So you should print this s_new. So now your s_new will be containing these characters, these statements, Python in capital, hyphen is, hyphen fun. Okay, so see the options which is right. So Python in capital, hyphen is, hyphen fun, which is having F as capital. So your option B is the right answer. So let us move on to the next question. In MySQL database, if a table alpha has the degree 5 and the cardinality 3, and the another table beta which has the degree 3 and the cardinality 5. So what will be the degree and cardinality of the Cartesian product alpha and beta? So they have given the options also. So you should pick the correct options under this and you should write the correct answer. So let us work upon it. So they have given the degree and cardinality. Okay, let me write it here, degree. So D for degree and C for the cardinality. Okay, so now I'm going to write alpha and beta. So let me write it near. So alpha and beta. So for alpha, the degree which is given here, it is 5. So I'm writing 5 here. And for cardinality for alpha, which is 3, I'm writing 3 here. And then for beta, so the given degree is 3. So I'm writing it here under the beta. And cardinality which is given is 5. So I'm writing it under the cardinality section. So now we are going to calculate how to calculate the degree and the cardinality. So did you remember how to calculate the degrees and cardinalities? So for the degree means what? Degree means columns. So total number of columns is called as a degree and total number of rows is called as a cardinalities. Okay. So whenever we are making the Cartesian product, we are multiplying both the tables. So whenever we are making the multiplying two tables, the degree will be getting added and the rows will be getting multiplied. That means the degree will be getting added. Okay, you should do the addition operation in this degree part, and for this cardinality part you should do the multiplication operator. Okay, you should do the multiplication operation. So which is 5 plus 3, which is 8, and 3 5s are 15. So your answer will be 8, 15. Understand? So you should think practically. So whenever we are making the Cartesian product in our database, so what will happen? So the degrees will be getting added. Degrees means what? The columns. So the columns will be added one after the other. And the cardinality means what? It is the rows. So the rows will be multiplied. Suppose if the column A has 3 rows and if the column B has 2 rows, then what is the cardinality of the Cartesian product? 3 2s are 6. So likewise, you should think practically and you should attend these type of questions. So these are very easy questions. So let us move on to the question number 6. Ria wants to transfer pictures from her mobile phone to her laptop. She uses Bluetooth technology to connect two devices. Which type of network will be formed in this case? So whenever it is coming to the Bluetooth technology, it is coming under the PAN network. Okay, the PAN means what? It is a personal area network. Okay, personal area network. Sometimes they will be asking you the expansion of PAN, MAN, WAN and LAN. So you should prepare for this. Not only these, all the other terms, abbreviations under the computer networking is very important. You should be studying all those abbreviations. Okay, so the next question, 7th question, which of the following will delete key value pair of key read from the dictionary D1? So what is the name of the dictionary here? It is D1. So to delete any key from the dictionary, you should use the del. Okay, you should write del. After that, you should name the dictionary. So the name of the dictionary, which is D1. After that, you should write the keys which you should delete. Okay, so first one is raw. So your option is the second one, del D1 of read. So let us move on to the next question. Question number 8. Consider the statements given below and then choose the correct output from the given options. So they have given two statements which is coming under the slicing operations, right? So they have been initialized a string called hashtag G20 space presidency in pride variable. Okay, they're asking you to print the slicing of -2 colon 2 colon -2. So the starting value, which is -2, the starting value is -2. Okay, this is your starting value. You should start from -2 and your stop value is 2. Okay, this is your stop value and the step value is -2. So now indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. And it should start with -2, right? So you should make the negative indexing also. Let me enlarge it. So -1, -2, -3 and -4. So let me stop here. So -2 here. So you should start with C. So -2, which is having C as the value. So you should start with C. Okay. So from C, you should move -2 times step value, which is -1, -2. Again -1, -2, which is E. Again -1, -2, which is I. -1, -2, -1, -2, -1 and -2. So you should stop with the 2, right? 0, 1 and 2. So at 2 we are having 2, but you should not include that 2. So before 2 it should stop, which is 0. So let me write the answer. So it should start with small c, right? So just write C, E, I, E, P and what? 0. So what is your option? So the option number B is your right answer. Number 9 now. So let us read the question. Which of the following statements would give an error during the execution of the following code? So they have given the tuple and they asked to find the which statement is getting an error statement. Which statement is an error statement? So first statement, see here, it has been given as print tuple. So just it will print as it is. Okay, it will print 20, 30, 40, 50, 80 and 79 as it is. The second statement which is given here is print tuple of 3 plus 15. So what is tuple of 3 here? So let us index this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in the index 3, it is 50. So it will add the number 50 with this number 50. So your output will produce as 100. Okay, so let us read the statement 3. The statement 3 is given as max of tuple. So max means it is a maximum. So it will produce the maximum element under the tuple. So the maximum element under the tuple is 80. So the statement 3 is also right. So let us read the statement 4. Tuple of 4 is equal to 80. So item assignment is not allowed in the tuple as because tuple is immutable. Okay, so tuple is an immutable data type. We cannot change the elements inside the tuple. So the statement 4 will produce an error. So it is a wrong statement. So the option D is your right answer. Hope you all understand. Next is question number 10. What possible outputs will be obtained when the following code is executed? Okay, so what possible outputs will be obtained when the following code is executed? So they have provided one small code here. So this program is using the random module. So the random module is used whenever the random functions are used inside the function. Just we should, before using the random functions, you should import this random module by import random. After that, they have assigned my number is equal to random.randint of 0, 3. So the randint function will produce the result what? It will give an integer. It will return an integer randomly from the upper limit and the lower limit. Here your upper and lower limit are, it means it will include both the values. The randint will include both the values. It will include 0 also and 3 also. So in between 0 and 3, it is 1, 2, 3. So the random, it will produce us 0, 1, 2, 3 randomly, any one number at a time. Okay, so the next they have given color is equal to yellow, white, black and red. Okay, let us make the indexing for this also. So it is 0, 1, black is 2 and red is 3. The next statement is for I in range of 1 comma my number, you should print that color of I with end is equal to star. Okay, and they have given one empty print statement. So this print statement will produce the result on the next lines. Okay, the purpose of this is to print the answer on the next lines. Okay, the first for loop, what is the for loop containing? The range function. So this range function will works like what? The first number is your starting value and the second number is your stop value. So the range function starts here as 1 and my number here it is, first the iteration will goes to 0. So the first iteration I'm writing, the first iteration will be 1 comma 0 and the second iteration will be 1 comma 1. The second iteration is 1 comma 1 and the third iteration is 1 comma 2. Okay, and the third iteration, the next is fourth iteration 1 comma 3. So it will include this 3 at the last. Hope you all understanding. So see here, whenever it is producing the result of range of 1 comma my number, which is the first iteration 1 comma 0. So 1 comma 0, the start value is 1 and the stop value is 0. So here the execution will not exist. Okay, there is no execution. And the next iteration in the for loop, it is 1 comma 1. The starting value is 1 and the stop value is also 1. So here also the start value and the stop value same, means the execution will be not done. Okay, so this statement, this execution will be not existing. So the next statement is 1 comma 2. So we are under the range function. So the range function will work from what? The starting value will be getting accepted but the stop value will not get added. So what is the value of 1? So what is the value of 1? So you should print that 1. Okay, the print color of I comma end star. So color of I. So what is I here? I is 1. I is equal to 1 here. So what is the value for 1? So the value for 1 is white. So I'm writing white here, which is followed with end is equal to star. So you should give the star at the last. Okay, so the next range, it goes like 1 comma 3. So it takes the value of 1 and 2. Okay, 1 comma 2. So it will not take the last value. Before the last value, it will get stops. So whenever it is reading 1, then it will give the first index value, which is white star. And whenever we are reading the second index, so second index here it is black. So in the next line, it should produce black star. Okay, so either the output will be white star or else white star and black star. If either of the option is there, you should pick it up. Okay, let us see the options. What are the given options? So the option A, which is having red here, so it is not, there is an option. And in the option B, it is white star and black star. So whatever we have worked out is the answer here. And option C will not come. White star, black star, black star, it will not come. And D is also will not randomly execute like this. Let us move on to the 11th question. Fill in the blank. The modem at the sender's computer end acts as a dash. So they have given the option as model, modulator, demodulator and converter. So what is the answer? So the modulator. So the answer is modulator. Okay, so the modem at the sender's computer's end will be acting as a modulator. Okay, so the next question number 12. Consider the given code below. So they have given B is equal to 100, which is globally declared. So now B is your global variable. After that, the statement given is def test of A. So they have defined the test function. After that, they have given the missing statement. You should find that missing statement. B is equal to B plus A and print A comma B. They have given the function calling statement as test of 10. Then print B. So first of all, you should know how the program is getting executed. What is the flow of execution? Let me number it here. So first, the computer will read this statement, and secondly, the computer will read this statement. What is the statement? This is a function header statement. After reading the function header statement, it will skip all these statements which is inside the function, and it will go to the function calling statement, which is your test of 10. So here the function is getting called, this test function is getting called, and the value passed here is 10. So now A is equal to 10 here. Okay, after that only it will read the first line inside the function. So the missing statement is what? You should find that statement. Let us read the next statement after the missing statement. B is equal to B plus A. So we already know B is 100, which is globally declared. So whenever we are making any changes inside the global variable, okay, whenever we are making any changes inside the global variable, you should use the keyword global. Okay, you're going to make the changes for this B. So for that, you should use this global keyword, okay, with that variable global B. After that, B is equal to B plus A. So now what is B now? Already B is 100 plus A. What is A? A is 10. So which is 110 here. And print A comma B. So this print function will print A comma B. So A is what? A is 10 comma 110, which is B. After that only, the function will move on to outside the function and it will print B. So it will read the print statement at the last and it will print B. What is B here? It's 110. So it will not print 100 as this answer for this print B, as whenever we are changing a global variable inside the local function, so it will be getting reflected outside the function also. So outside the function also it will print B only. Okay. So what is the answer? Let us check. So let us read the question. Remaining question here. Which of the following statements should be given in the blank for the missing statement if the output produced is 110? So they have given the output as 110 as we have found out now. So what is the option here? Global A, this is wrong. Global B is equal to 100, wrong. So just you should declare this global keyword with that variable B. Okay, option C is your right answer. Hope you all understand this question. Let us move on to question number 13. State whether the following statement is true or false. An exception may be raised even if the program is syntactically correct. So whenever we are making the correct program, okay, all our syntax is correct, but the program is getting executed, then too some exception is getting occurred on the output shell part. So whether it is true or false, yes, it is true. So that is called as in runtime errors. Okay, whenever the program is syntactically correct, since it will be getting executed and it will produce an exceptions, so we are having exceptional handling chapter separately. Hope you all have studied that topics very well. Okay, so the answer is true. Question number 14. Which of the following statements is false about the keys in the relational database? So whenever we'll come to relational database, so the questions will be done easy. So let us read the A. Any candidate key is eligible to become a primary key. Any candidate key. So we are going to select any candidate keys. Candidate key is what? It is uniquely identifying the values inside the tuple. So there is a non-repetition of value, that is the candidate keys. So we will be fixing a particular column as a candidate key if there is no repetition of any values. So it is true, right? It is true. The primary key uniquely identifies the tuples in the relation. Yes, it is true. So the primary key is what? It is uniquely identifying the tuples in the relation. It means the non-repetitional value is coming under the primary key. Third one, a candidate key that is not a primary key is a foreign key. A candidate key that is not a primary key is a foreign key. Is it true? So whenever we are selecting the candidate keys, so we can select any one of the key as a primary key. Out of the candidate keys, we can select any one key as a primary key, and the remaining key is called as what? Alternate keys. Okay, so it is written here as foreign key, but it should be what? Alternate keys. So your answer here, it is false. So next option is a foreign key is an attribute whose value is derived from the primary key of another relation. Yes, it is true. So foreign key is derived from the primary key of the another table. Yes. So let us move on to the question number 15. In case of dash switching, before a communication starts, a dedicated path is identified between the sender and the receiver. So we have studied switching techniques, circuit switching. Yes. So in circuit switching only, it will be before making the communication, it will produce what? It will create a dedicated path between the sender and the receiver so as to get the correct information. So your answer is circuit switching. Okay. Question number 16. Which of the following function changes the position of the file pointer and return its new position? So seek function. So the seek function will change the position of the file pointer and it returns the new position. and this tell function will tell the current location, current position where it gets stopped. Okay, so your question 17 and 18 are assertion and reasoning based questions, and mark the correct choice as given A, B and C, D options. So let us read question number 17. According to the assertion, list is an immutable data type. Is it true? So list is an mutable data type. So the answer is false here. The reasoning is, when an attempt is made to update the value of an immutable variable, the old variable is destroyed and a new variable is created by the same name in the memory. So for example, if we take tuple is an immutable data type, right? So let us write the example for tuple 1, 2, 3. Okay, suppose I'm giving t is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, whenever we are assigning the new value for t again, suppose now I'm giving the value for t as 4, 5, 6. So now I'm trying to print t. So what will get printed? 4, 5, 6 will get printed. So in this case, you should understand that. So when an attempt is made to update the value of an immutable variable, so we are attempting what? Attempting to update the value of an immutable variable. So the old variable will be getting destroyed. So this is your old variable and this is your new variable. Okay, this new variable will be getting created by the same name in the memory. So in the memory location, so in the same name t, so now the new value will getting updated. So whenever I'm trying to print t, so it will give only the new value, new value. It will not provide the old value as 1, 2, 3. So the statement is true here. So what option you should pick up? A is false but R is true. So you should pick the option D. Okay, this option A is false but R is true for the question number 17. And for question number 18, the assertion given is Python standard library consists of various modules. Yes, true, it is true. So we have various modules under the library. So the reasoning given here is a function in a module is used to simplify the code and it avoids the repetition. Yes, this is also true. The function is for what? To simplify the code and to avoid the repetition. Okay, whenever the function is getting called, it will be making our code so faster and so easier. Okay, so as to what? Avoid the repetition. So that is what the function role. So here also it is true. So what option you should pick it up? And upon these 4 options, so you can pick both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation for A. So you should pick the option B for what? For question number 18. Option B. Both A and R are true, but this R reasoning is not the correct explanation for this assertion A. Okay. So in the next video, we'll be starting with section B. If you have any doubts under the section A, you can comment it on the comment section and kindly subscribe my channel and share it with your friends also. Thank you.